Hi, my name is Gary Carpenter with the Master Real Estate Academy and the production program. So a lot of people ask the question, what is the production program? I do have a video that describes what the production program is in detail. I put a montage of testimonials together of agents who have actually experienced the production program. So take a listen.
Calling my database has been a very huge thing for me in this. And also coffee appointments. That's been something I haven't done before and I'm doing now. Following a process is I'm getting better at it. And as far as work and life balance, I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. What I want to do going forward is continue to build on what I've learned, using this, watching the videos, and keep following the program.
One thing I've gotten out of this program, or a couple of things I've gotten out of the program, main things, there's lots of goodness and lots of nuggets, but I think following a process, and one of those is a listing appointment, kind of a protocol, where I walk in and I take charge and have them sit at the table and go through my process with them, as opposed to letting them take charge and walk me through the house and, I'm just listening and saying yes, yeah. So I'm excited about that. It was also the impetus for me to finally get my sphere of influence together, to really put pen to page and really understand my sphere of influence. And I think that both of those will definitely help my real estate business.
To be more intentional with my schedule, making sure that I had coffee or happy hours on there, spending time writing notes and paying more attention to my database, updating it every day, but being more intentional with my schedule was probably the main thing.
I would say my biggest takeaway is just consistency. I was doing a lot of the things that you were telling us to do, just not on a consistent basis every week. My big takeaway is if you don't have business, go get it. And then just getting better at the magic question, not being a quote unquote secret agent, as they say. More people know I'm in the business.
I think my biggest takeaway is time blocking, making sure my time management is better. I tend to do real estate 24/7, and you made me realize that I probably should be better at blocking those time and making things happen that don't need to be there. So the calendar is definitely something I live by. I have the online calendar and I have the paper calendar. It does change often with our worlds and our families, but making sure I schedule time in for what matters is really the biggest thing.
I'm fairly new, so a lot of things were really helpful, and some of them was a reminder. So one of the things for me also was the scheduling and making sure to schedule not just work but personal life and other things, because I'm the same way too. I can work 24/7, and I've done that before, which didn't end up well. So that's nice. And then making prospecting part of your daily routine instead of I look at it every day, realizing that prospecting can take different forms, not just cold calling, but also, meeting people for coffee or having a friendly chat and stuff like that. And the biggest takeaway for me was how to convert, your prospects into buyers or sellers. I think important to asking better questions, and instead of saying, oh, well, no, you're not interested, like going into and asking questions and why, and don't be afraid to do that.
My kids would love to say thank you. They got their mom back, it's mom time. I'm so used to just chasing leads. We do a lot of cold calling on my team, which causes my schedule to be pretty chaotic. Kind of all over the place. Clients kind of dictate my life a little bit. So by scheduling and being a little bit more intentional in my time blocking, it's really kind of just really helped me out a lot. Moving forward, I'm really going to focus more on keeping in contact with my sphere, my tribe, and also using some of your other methods of lead generation.
I think I'm passive aggressive and a rebel, and I unfortunately fit real estate into my life instead of the other way around, and I need to change that. I need to do more coffee appointments. I do chat with my people a lot, texting. A lot of times they text me because they miss me or whatever, but getting myself used to sitting down every Thursday for most of the day would start me on a path to doing more dedication to real estate.
For me, my biggest struggle was time blocking. So this has really helped me. I work all the time. I'm a workaholic. So this has really put that into perspective and to have that balance. but it's been mostly the structure, the call calling, the doing the notes, like the whole entire process has helped me so much. Where my business now, I could see that flow going, and I'm like having activity. So now I have a lot of those, the people that were not active before, now they're active, and now we're looking, and really helped me with that. So I'm really excited about continuing with the program and continue following it and getting better at it, and with the time blocking and everything else. So I'm really thankful for this program.
For me, my big one was complete communication. I saw a huge result from that, and just an appreciation. It wows people that follow through, and receiving a note that I wrote. It seems to be really appreciated and kind of sparks those relationships again. So what the program's really done is help me reach completion every day. So I have to practice requisite variety all the time, because things are popping up and listing appointments or showings or whatever it might be. But it gives me a clear outline of what my expectations are of myself that week, just in maintenance and growth for my practice, and allows me to check that off. And I love the feeling of that. And then as far as like working 24/7, I guess sometimes I do make time, just one-on-one with my people when I can. Real estate is just so relationship based that it takes the form of a lifestyle in a lot of ways. And I've used my goals, my coffee appointments and whatever, to reconnect with my friends that have sent me a ton of business, but I've been so busy that I haven't made any appointment on my calendar. But it's been really, really ginormous for me in my world. So I appreciate that.
Being a new realtor, you kind of just get thrown into this big world of not knowing the process or what exactly to do. Doing the calendar has really helped and understand what's been going on in my life, what I do on a day-to-day basis, and just understanding that it's important to schedule work and personal time. And so I think my business is better because of it. For example, scheduling those coffee appointments and making sure my calendar is organized gives me a sense of purpose and understanding of where I'm at.
The two main things that I would say the programs made me do are the schedule. That one was something I've struggled with. I do definitely have a schedule, but I was having trouble with my wanting to do more real estate, but homeschooling and doing other things was really hard to try to fit it in. So actually writing it down on paper, this is what I'm doing today, really helped me follow through with that better. Also, the calling and getting my sphere together. I'm newer, and so I really struggled with trying to figure out who to call and how many to call, but as I started doing it, it kind of helped me figure that out a little bit more. And then just having the words was really helpful with asking, who do you know, instead of do you know anyone?
My biggest was just really getting in touch and having total communication with my sphere. The other thing was scheduling appointments, not just saying I was going to do them, but really putting them on a schedule and reaching out.
Takeaway was the seed, nurture, harvest, and then regrowth process. And it kind of helped me focus on nurturing the seeds that I already have, and then focus on harvesting them in different conversations. And I think going forward, I am going to be more focused on the process and reconnecting with past clients.
Hey, I was just trying to say that, Gary, I got a lot of value out of what you are teaching. The open-ended questions was definitely the biggest one for me, changing it from, do you know anyone to who do you know? The coffee appointments, super solid, and mainly those for me being the referrals and business relationships.
A couple of things that have been important: consistency, really carving out time for, I'm going to call them the big rocks, the things like prospecting, making sure that I'm generating business in order to service business, and then making that part of that calendar, that blocking, and honoring those times. I can do the calendar, but sometimes I still allow things to, get in its way, and I put it to the side, almost like putting my business on the back burner and then dealing with the phone calls or other things that are coming in. So holding that time sacred and honoring them as the important things in order to make sure that I'm consistently having business, it has been a really good reminder and a good emphasis for me, and a good opportunity to really evaluate how I'm spending my time. And then lastly, I think the complete conversation, looking at things as, text texting someone in the morning, following up with the phone call, scheduling that meeting, and writing that thank you note. That holistic approach really has made a difference and really does, I think, build those relationships in a more meaningful way. So that's what I've appreciated the most.
Thanks for watching. And if you have any additional questions about what the production program is, please don't hesitate in shooting me a text message or giving me a call at 402-680-7000. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you soon.